Welcome back to another Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where every Thursday morning we take a deep dive into a new set. We're going in complete order. So the set we are checking out today is Scarlet and Violet base set. Then of course we're going to be highlighting a certain Pokemon, and we're going to be checking out their best cards in Pokemon history. And for today's video, that is going to be Mimikyu. And we are going to do a giveaway today. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, hit that like, and you got to answer the question of the day. What is your favorite starter from Generation 10? Now that they've been out for a while, this is what we're giving away today. Beautiful Team Rocket's Houndoom. And the winner from last Thursday's giveaway is at Matt Leggy or at Ironhide132. Shoot me an email or hit me up on Instagram. I'll get those cards sent out to you. And we do have to give a quick thanks to our video sponsor, and that is Punch Out Gaming. This is my local game store that I go to, and it's the #1 game store in all of Minnesota. I've actually been to them all. No one can beat the variety. And they actually just recently got broken into, so that is super sad. So if you guys are in the area and want to go support, definitely check them out. I'll have all the links in the description. And of course, you guys want to try out PSA for first time, click the link. Use the code BEARD25, you get $25 off your first submission. And same thing with tag. Use the code BEARD102 and you'll get 10% off your first submission. And if you guys could do me a massive favor and download the FANATICS Collect app, it is completely free. You can watch my Falling Friday and my Market Mondays hours before I post it on YouTube, 7 p.m. Central on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central on Sunday. And I'll be live in the chat. It's completely free, like I said. And I do a giveaway every time. The card we're giving away this Thursday, tonight, 7 p.m. Central, is a surprise. So set your alarms. Hope to see you there. But all right, starting off with Scarlet and Violet base set. This set came out March 30th, 2023, and the total set value is $847, down $57 in the last 31 days. We are on COLLECTR right now. Says it's pretty stable, but let's check out these cards. So this is a set that has the Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir. I still think this is one of the coolest lineups we've gotten, and it's just so nice. And what's cool about Scarlet and Violet base set is the cards are so tough to grade. Like, the quality is just terrible on these illustration rares. So these are some of the most difficult cards to grade in the entire Scarlet and Violet era. But Gardevoir is a big card at 75, down to Drowsy at 59, Kirlia 46, Ralts 45, Slowpoke 42, Riolu 35, Fido 27. We got Miraidon, the SIR at 26, the Wiglet, illustration rare at 25, Miriam at 25, Koraidon at 22, Grievard at 21. So, I mean, there's a ton of illustration rares that are worth a decent amount of money in this set. But all right, let's check out the Koraidon SIR. This has a pop of 3,200 in a 10, 3,500 in a 9. Got up to $150, dropped down to $115, and now last sold right around $128. Next, here's the Miraidon. Very similar pop. Got up to $171 in a 10, now sitting around $132. I really like both of these cards, honestly. I feel like these are pretty solid pickups to just hold on to long term. You never know what's going to happen. And it's not like the pops are super, super high. It's just not very difficult to grade. Next, we got the Wiglet. Look at the pop on this card. 114 in a 10, 678 in a 9. What's cool about this one, though, there is a Psyduck and Slowpoke in the card, which makes it even more special. Got up to $584, now sitting around $410. Next, we have the Riolu with a pop of 968 in a 10, 3,900 in a 9. Got up to $731, now sitting right around $550. Next, the Slowpoke with a pop of 821 in a 10, 4,000 in a 9. Got up to $811, now sitting right around $640. Next, the Ralts with a pop of 771 in a 10, 4,100 in a 9. This card has not really dropped yet. It's still slowly climbing. Last sold $805 in a 10. Now here's the Kirlia. Of course, does not get nearly as much love as the first generation or last generation. It's a pop of 974 in a 10. 3,870 in a 9, was up to 760, but now last sold 600. And here is the Drowsy illustration rare with a pop of 1,700 in a 10, 7,000 in a 9. There's even 2,300 8s. And this card got up to 945. Now last sold right around $850. And like I said, is a $60 card. And for the Gardevoir, this has a pop of 6,700 in the 10, 8,900 in a 9. Got up to $272. Now last sold $230 and $75 on TCG Player. All right. Then we got the booster pack. Here is the Scarlet and Violet base set booster pack. Was at $9. Now last sold right around $10. Next, we got Scarlet and Violet ETB. All last sold right around $145. This is the Miraidon one. Koraidon's a hair cheaper. And here's the Pokemon Center ETB. Was at $308. Now last sold $314, $319, and $310. Also the Miraidon one. And here is the booster box. Last sold right between 305 to 315. All right, let's get into the Mimikyu. Not a ton of Mimikyu cards because Mimikyu is a pretty new Pokemon. I swear people think he's like a Gen 3, Gen 4 Pokemon, but he's honestly one of the most popular, if not the most popular, newest Pokemon that we've gotten. I believe Generation 7. So we're going to check out some of these cheaper cards here. I like this Phantasmal Flames one. Paldean Fates is really nice. Destined Rivals has a nice one, but we're going to look at the staff version of that. Cosmic Eclipse. We got a couple basic EXs that are kind of cool. I really think this Mimikyu V is pretty sick. I really feel like people are sleeping on these basic Ultra Rare V cards because the backgrounds are really nice. I mean, compare them to a basic EX. I mean, to me, that's night and day difference. And they're almost the same exact price. Because this card, you're actually getting like the full picture. And the Mimikyu VMAX from Brilliant Stars, I don't think I put on the list. That's another nice one. Like I said, not a ton of these just because he's a pretty new Pokemon. But he has gotten a lot of love in the last couple eras, so he has a lot of really nice cards. So we're going to start off with the Team Rocket's Mimikyu from Ascended Heroes. This got up to $496 in a 10, now sitting around $180. TCG Player has it around $23. Next, we have the regular Mimikyu. This got up to $15 raw, dropped down to $12. PSA 10 got up to about $195 and now sitting right around $148. Now here's the Pokemon Center promo. Now, last sold in a 10 is right around $430. It was about $215 not super long ago, 4 or 5 months ago. Super nice card though, and I have a feeling this card's going to be very, very expensive in the future. Next, we have the Paldean Fates Baby Shiny Mimikyu. This has a pop-up $474 in a 10, $558 in a 9. Was at $150 in a 10, got up to $541. Now last sold $390. Next, we have the Mimikyu V Trainer Gallery from Brilliant Stars. This is a pop-up $5,700 in a 10, $3,700 in a 9. Was at $180, got up to $400. Now sitting right around $330. And TCG Player has it at $85. Next, we have the Mimikyu VMAX Trainer Gallery, also from Brilliant Stars, with a pop of $6,100 in a 10, $1,800 in a 9. Was at $130, now sitting right around $210. DCG Player has it at $75. Next, we have the Delta Species Mimikyu promo. Super cool, 25th anniversary card. You know, getting a new Delta Species, especially of a pretty popular Pokemon like Mimikyu. And kind of difficult to grade, $2,400 in a 10, $4,400 in a 9. Got up to $390. Now sitting right around $340. Next, we have the Mimikyu V Full Art. You think it's just a full art, what is it worth, a couple dollars? This card is a $46 raw card, but they pop up $566 in a 10, $298 in a 9. Was at $137, now sitting right around $240 in a 10. Next, we have some tag teams, and Mimikyu is partnered up with Gengar. So, yeah, very popular. This is just a full art with a pop of $1,400 in a 10, $856 in a 9. TCG Player has it at $330. Was at $985. Now completely leveling out right around $1,700. Next, same card but the rainbow version. This is a pop of $928 in a 10, $960 in a 9. TCG Player has it at $406. Was at $1,000 in a 10. Now sitting right around $2,500. Next, this is the non-textured alternate art. I actually like this art way more than this art here. It's just too dark. You can't see what's happening. This one is so much better. And this has a pop of $2,500 in a 10, $3,300 in a 9. TCG Player has it at $350. This was at $1,200 in a 10. Got up to $2,900 and now last sold $2,700. Next, here is the actual textured alternate art. This has a pop of $2,100 in a 10, $1,400 in a 9. Was at $4,100 in a 10. Got up to $8,600. Dropped down to $71. Climbing up again. Now last sold $7,600. TCG Player has this at $1,600. Wow. We even got a PSA 9 at $2,600 and a PSA 8 at $1,492. Next, we got the full art Mimikyu GX. This is from Lost Thunder. Has a pop of $144 in a 10, $203 in a 9. TCG Player has it at $110. This was a $660 card. Now last sold $1,380. And here's again, same exact art, but the rainbow version. Lower pop, $175 in a 10, $246 in a 9. TCG Player has it at $247. Was at $995. Now last sold about $24.85. Next, we have just the Mimikyu GX, but I love these older basic GXs. Kind of like the Vs, but they got a really nice background. And they're actually all super low pops, so I think some of them are still slept on. But the Mimikyu here, pop $165 in a 10, $159 in a 9. Was at $190. Now last sold $368. TCG Player has it at $55. Next, we have the Secret Rare Mimikyu from Cosmic Eclipse. First ever Trainer Gallery cards. Says a pop of 1,000 into 10, 2,200 into 9. TCG Player has that at $75. PSA 10 was at $310. Now last sold $783. Next, we have a beautiful Sun and Moon Black Star promo. Mimikyu, love this thing. What's cool about it is there's a little Pikachu in the background that I feel like not a lot of people notice, but I mean, this card is expensive. $52 raw card, but the pop, 929 into 10, 2,500 into 9. This was at $370, got up to $1,400, dropped down to $860, and now sitting right around $1,150 into 10. Such a nice one. Next, this is not a Mimikyu card, but this is a Pikachu card. This is a Black Star promo. This comes in a team up blister, so very expensive. Such a nice card. You know, Pikachu kind of staring at Mimikyu, kind of shocked that they kind of look like each other. It's just so nice. This is a pop of 1,900 into 10, 5,400 into 9. This was at $957, got up to $2,300, and now it last sold $1,928. And we got TCG Player at $171. But all right, it is time for the Japanese exclusives. Of course, we got the Scream Mimikyu. Love this card. Last sold in a 10 is $21,000. Last sold in a 9 is $10,000. Last sold in a 8 is $8,700. Last sold in a 7 is $41,000. And a 6 is $2,600. Wow. And the pop is $1,400 in a 10, $1,100 in a 9, $178 in an 8. So not super difficult to grade, but there's just not a lot of them graded. And it's not like these are going to just pop up anywhere randomly. So it's always going to have a pretty low. But yeah, 21 grand in the 10 is crazy. And last on the list, this might actually be one of my favorite ones on the list. And it's the Team Rocket's Mimikyu, where it actually shows Team Rocket, Jesse, James, and Meowth with the super cool Mimikyu. It's got the rocket symbol right here. Love it. One of the only cards where we actually have Jesse, James, and Meowth all in the same card. This has a pop of 1,069 in the 10, 444 in a 9. So it's at 553, got up to 1,364. It's been falling ever since. Last sold 875. This is a card I would love to get in a PSA 10. Just don't want to pay $800 for it. Because if we check, go back a year ago, this was a $357 card. I remember buying this, or almost wanting to buy it at about $280. And then I bought some other Steel products instead. But would love for this thing to get back below $500 so I could scoop up a super nice copy. But all right, that was this week's Pokemon Throwback Thursday. If you guys like this content, want to stay ahead of the market, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that like and comment. If you guys want to support more, check out my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube membership, all that. You guys know it, so you guys are the absolute best. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And then if you guys want to watch my newest Pokemon What If Wednesday, click the video above. Otherwise, if you want to watch any of my other Vending videos, I have an entire playlist above also. But all right, we'll see you next time.